Hello, I'm Emily Rodriguez reporting to you live from no other than the Rodriguez household. Today I am here to talk to the world about the dreadful terrorist attacks that happened about 6 months ago on November 13th, 2015. The attacks were described by the President of France, François Hollande, as an act of war, organized by ISIS. Multiple parts of Paris were shot up and bombed. The first few attacks occurred right outside of the stadium where France and Germany just so happened to be playing a friendly match. What's crazy about this attack was that the literal president of France was there watching the game. He was put into much danger. I don't want to say fortunately, but the bomb itself went off right outside of the stadium, so one passerby was killed along with the suicide bomber. Thankfully, not many people were attacked or were killed in that bombing, but in total, all of the bomb blasts and shootings left approximately 130 people dead and countless of others wounded, and about 100 of them left in critical condition. And of course, in the day following, the French police carried out raids all across the country in search of suspects. Now, one can definitely make a connection with this bombing in Paris and the infamous Anarchist bombings of 1919. At this point in time, 1919, the Red Scare was on its way. Now, the Red Scare was when everybody was in a panic because of communism. There was a mass hysteria in the United States where everyone was afraid of potential communists. Sort of how, ever since the late 20th and early 21st century, we've been afraid of terrorism. So in April of 1919, about 36 dynamite-filled bombs were sent to various politicians and businessmen. Some of these high-level officials included Attorney General A. Mitchell Palmer, J.P. Morgan Jr., and even John D. Rockefeller. And these bombs were sent directly to their homes, which put these figures in massive danger. The Gallianists, an anarchist group, was the group behind the terrifying bomb mail. Now, these bombings set off a major red flag in regards to the Red Scare and the mass hysteria. After these bombings, communists were everyone's worst nightmare, and espionage tactics were employed in order to search for suspected communists all throughout the United States. This is basically when the Red Scare started, and people were extra afraid of communism in the United States. Now, regarding the Paris bombings, the connection comes where that event also raised a major red flags in terms of terrorism and the threat that groups like ISIS pose to innocent civilians. Extra security measures are taken at public events and airports in order to help prevent any potential future attacks. And individuals of Islamic backgrounds are even profiled and discriminated against just because the ISIS happens to be somewhat affiliated with Islam. One can even argue that both events can be labeled as cases of terrorism because both events certainly did instill fear among civilians everywhere. And now that's it for today. My name is Emily Rodriguez. Thanks for watching.